Oh my gosh, guys. This is my PB. This is my PB. This is massive. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is like a 3-pound crappie. What's up, guys, and welcome back to Nick's Fishing. So I was just sitting in my house. Anyways, after I was rudely interrupted, I got home from school and ate a snack, and I was just sitting in my house. I was just like sitting around watching YouTube. I'm like, what am I doing? I need to go fishing. So basically, could you stop? This guy. But anyways, guys, after I was rudely interrupted again, basically what I did was I went and grabbed my tripod and my chest cam, which I have in my backpack. You can't really see that. And I got a paddle and a fishing pole. Basically what we're going to be doing is actually taking the John boat, and I'm going to be anchoring down in the middle of the pond, and I'm going to be showing you guys how to catch crappie. It's a cold time of year, the water's cold, and the bass just aren't biting the best. So if you can't catch a bass, maybe you can go catch a crappie. I'm going to be telling you how I catch crappie today. And it's just a good fun change of pace, because when the bass fishing's slow, you need something to do with your time, guys. Anyways, I'm coming up on the boat right now. I'm just going to drag the boat down to the pond. It's probably the worst part of this. And then I'm going to get in the water, and I'll get back with you. Okay, guys, so I'm currently sitting in the boat right here before I put in the pond. Now I'm going to try to explain how to catch these crappie before I go in there and the boat's shaking and it's just hard to film. So basically, I'll get the lures for you. Here's how I catch my crappie. I've tried so many tactics, but this right here is money in all the ponds that I fish at. Right here is a 1/32 ounce Tennessee shad minnow head jig. Right there. Just a tiny jig head. Now honestly, you could probably use just a lead ball jig head, just the cheapest jig head you can get, and it would work. But personally, this is what I like. Usually I use the black color ones, but this is like white and black. The reason I bought these is just because it'll probably match my bait a little bit better. Now this bait right here, if you can't catch them, this is what you need. You can catch bass, bluegill, but mainly crappie on these things. It's by Mr. Crappie by Strike King, 2-inch Slabalicious. Right here, and the color is glimmer blue. That's important. Comes in a little 15 pack, and here's what they look like. Guys, I'm telling you, crappie loves these baits right here. Now this part is just as important as the bait in my opinion. So what I do is these top, you see how it's in segments like here? These top two, I just rip them off. Now one thing is just to downsize your presentation, but another thing is it fits the tiny jig head better. And like if you had a giant bait on the tiny jig head, they might just bite the end of it. So here's what it looks like together. I mean, they go perfect together, guys. Just like that. This is the way to go whenever you're crappie fishing. People use live bait a lot, but I personally don't. I don't know, I'm more of a lure type of guy. I like fishing with lures. So basically that's all I'm doing today. So I'm gonna go out there in the middle to a spot. I'll talk about why like what spots are the best. And then I'm gonna throw this anchor down. A 10-pound weight is my anchor. That's all you need. It works just fine, and it's way cheaper than an anchor. And I mean, I'll talk about how I catch some fish, and hopefully you'll just enjoy some fish catching footage. So I'll see you out there. Say this was not planned at all, because I've not fished for crappie in a while, but it's looking like there's gonna be crappie right up here by where I'm launching the boat. You're probably wondering, Nathan, how do you know that there's crappie right there? Well, in the pond that I fish at, I don't know what it is, but if you look out there, you can see like little bubbles at the surface. All out there, that's crappie. I don't know what they're doing. I don't know if they're coming up and hitting minnows. I don't know if they're just coming up to the top to eat a bug or something. But I'm telling you guys, wherever you see that, there's crappie. So I'm just gonna try to not make too much noise. Right. I might can catch something right here, guys. Right. I'm not even leaving the bank yet. I'm just gonna take my bait. I don't know how this camera angle looks, guys. Let me know if you like the chest cam footage. Alright, so what you do is you cast out just like that. Make sure your drag's kind of loose and let it sink to the bottom. That's the first thing I do. Second it hits the bottom, I let it sit there for a little bit and just slowly reel it up. That's all you do, guys. Literally slow, steady reel. I'm not kidding. That was a fish. Guys, we might be on the crappie already. Oh my gosh, this is awesome. The reason I keep my drag so loose is because crappie, I mean, they're not gonna pull like a 10-pound bass. So you want it to be how if you hook a big one, he can pull some drag. That way he doesn't get slack and pop off. But that's just how I like to keep my reels. All right, guys. This spot is not producing. It's not where I usually catch them at. It's not the deep water where they like to school. So, I just saw some fish starting, so I figured I'd cast at them. All right, anchor's up. Now I'm gonna tell you how I usually like to target these fish. Alright guys, so as I'm drifting over to the spot, just a couple things to know about crappie. They love deep water, especially whenever it's colder. All that warmer water is all on the bottom. So out in deep water where it's super warm is where your fish are gonna be schooling at. Now, another place you can catch them is up shallow if there's a lot of wood and stuff. They love getting around brush piles, but I have a lot of success fishing in deep water, so that's what I'm gonna do today. Another good spot would be docks, because docks is just like brush piles. Crappie like to get on under them. The hardest part, guys, is honestly getting the first fish to bite, because you can see fish stirring like I saw them earlier, but they might not want to lure. They might just be chilling. They might just be targeting tiny bait fish or something. You never know. You just have to get that first fish to bite, and usually where there's one, there's a lot more. So that's what I'm doing right now. I'm trying to find the best spot I can, getting in some deep water over here, and hopefully we can get on a school of them. Alright guys, I'm in a pretty good spot right now where I'm at, and I'm just gonna try to work a little bit more towards this dock, and then I'm gonna drop the anchor. Alright, that'll be good. Let's see how deep the water is. Okay. That's pretty deep, guys. That's probably 8 feet where we're sitting right now. This pond doesn't get super deep, so 8 feet is not bad. Basically, guys, I'm just gonna cast all around me until I find the spot where they're schooled up at, and whenever that happens, I reckon I'll get back with you. Yep. Guys, my line was sinking and it twitched. Something hit it. It's not on. My line, it was a bite. Yes! Yes, I knew it was a fish. And that does feel like a crappie, I will say that. Finally, guys. This is why you keep your drag loose. He can pull and he doesn't shake off. Jeez, guys. I'm fishing light tackle, but it's a good bass. Oh my gosh. It's the biggest bass I've caught all year. Oh my gosh. You're kidding me, guys. You are kidding me. By the skin. Oh my gosh. This is bad because I'm not on a school of crappie, but look at that. That's a big bass. I don't care who you are. He got him good, but see, that's why you use your drag. You can play him perfect. Here's the fish. Look at the head on him, guys. That's compared to my fist. My fist almost goes in his mouth. So I'm gonna give him a quick drink of water without letting him go. Okay. Now I'm gonna have to make this quick, but I'm gonna try to set up my tripod and get a picture of him. Check that out. I don't know how big he looks to you, but golly, that's not a bad fish. Definitely my PB of the year. I mean, the head on him is just, that's huge. That's a big head. Like a 3-pounder head with a skinny body. I mean, he's long. It's a long bass. But anyways, guys, first fish of the day, biggest bass I've caught all year. He should go off fine. I've been holding him in the water, and he does. Put up an awesome fight. I thought I just hooked a huge crappie or something. All right, guys, last cast right here. Then I'm moving out into some deep water and just praying I get on some crappie. Right, I'm gonna make my cast and then pull up the anchor. Golly, it's in thick mud. All right. Fish are starting all around me. The crappie just must not be wanting to eat a lure today, because I cannot get them to bite. Oh my gosh. Why did I pull up the anchor? Shoot, I'm dropping it back down. I wonder what this is. And he had some run to it, and whatever it is. No. Oh, it's a bass. Hooked him on the bottom of the lip. Come here. Come here, buddy. Yep. Got him in the boat. Hooked him weird. Fish number 2, not nearly as big as the last one. There it is. Pretty bass. Back in the water he goes. Like I was just saying, I can't catch a crappie. I think I was saying that right as I hooked that fish. But maybe I'm on a school of bass. I don't know what this video is going to be titled if I don't get on some crappie. Because, I mean, I guess I can say caught my PB. I mean, I guess you guys already know what the title is. That might kind of tell you how the day went, but back to fishing. I mean, just try to, no, back-to-back casts, guys. This is sick. This is sick. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Where are these bass coming from? No, that's a crappie. Are you kidding me? What is this crappie doing? This spot is amazing. Oh my gosh. He inhaled that bait. What am I saying? The fish aren't biting and the crappie aren't biting. There's the bait. That thing jumped out of the water like he thought he was a daggone tarpon or something. Yes, guys. Oh, did I hook him again? No, okay. This bait right here, baby. Mr. Crappie's so abolitious. That's 2 casts in a row. Went from nothing to 2 casts in a row. I'm not going to try to say we're going to get 3 casts in a row because I'll probably jinx it, but shoot, we've caught 3 fish all back to back. Right over here by the dock. And maybe everything's up near structure today. You never know. Sometimes there's fish out deep, but they won't bite, and you can come up shallow and you can get something to bite. Just like that. And some, oh my gosh, that's a good fish, whatever he is. I mean, I can't even talk. These fish are biting so good. He choked it. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, what was I saying about how good this bait is? Gosh. You know they want it whenever they eat it like this. Is this a paid promotion? No, it sure isn't, but I'm telling you guys, these baits work. These pliers are old as dirt. They barely even open and close. Anyways, dark crappie. That thing is pretty. It's a black crappie, if you're wondering, because there's black and white crappie. Now that I've actually caught something, I guess I can talk about the gear. I'm using a 6'6" medium light, or no, just a light, Berkeley rod. It's an old rod. I actually got it from one of my neighbors. Basically, it's a cheap little rod. And on there, I've got a loose laser light. Tiny little spin reel. Here it is compared to my hand. I bought it in one of the videos. And what was I gonna say? It's got 6-pound line on it. Very sensitive. This setup, that's one thing I gotta say. Sensitivity is amazing, and you can feel those tiny bites because sometimes crappie don't slam it. Yes. Yes. As long as I don't get snagged on something under there, guys, there should be a fish. Yep. We found them. We have found them. Please be a crappie. I mean, I respect bass, but yep, that's what we want. That's what we want. Slab, and he choked it too. Oh my gosh. What, these crappie, what are they on? Look at that beautiful fish. That was kind of a bad release, but there we go. Crappie number 3, fish number 5, I believe. Now, I don't know how much I said about this at the beginning of the video, but I was planning on fishing out deep because that's how I catch most of my crappie. But I know I said this earlier, crappie also like structure. Docks, brush piles, I mean, that's good for crappie, I'll tell you that, guys. Just like that. If you can cast way under a dock, that's what you want to do for crappie. You catch bass like that too, but like with lures like this, you can catch crappie. And that's what's so good about a little jig like this. You can get it way up under there because it's a tiny presentation. And you get hit just like that. If you were fishing like a minnow and a bobber, you wouldn't be able to do that. Oh my gosh. This is sick. That's a good one again. They're not huge today, but they're good. I'm gonna try to flip him, even though he's not hooked as good as the last one. Oh my gosh. This is sick. He was barely hooked. Another gorgeous crappie. Probably just a solid 11, 12 incher. I'm gonna cast up under the dock a couple more times, and well, never mind. I'm gonna keep casting for sure because I got bit again. Hopefully the camera angle is good for you guys. That's what I'm trying to do a good job of. Oh my gosh, my bait is gone. My bait is gone. I literally don't see it. Guys, can you say it choked it? That fish choked it. These are all good crappie. No giants yet, but golly, I mean, that's a big crappie. Probably another 11 incher. He's fat. He ate a big meal because it's just like a bulge right there. There he goes back. Golly, that was kind of threw that unnecessary. Should have just eased him in. But like I was saying, I was going to make a couple more casts. But I mean, I'm just going to keep fishing until they stop biting right here. Because that one just hit it playing outside the dock. There we go. I just need to get several casts inside the dock, like under it, so I can get all those fish that are under there. Felt like one was tapping me just then, but I don't know. Golly, that might be the best cast yet. Just don't want it to get snagged. They are hitting it. Every time I get under there, they're hitting it. Yeah, he kept following it and he chased it out. Crappie again. Golly, he choked it too. Oh my gosh. This is sick. This is sick. Why are these crappie so crazy? I mean, they're on steroids or something. Oh. Got it. Yep, got it. Perfect. There's the release. Guys, I don't know if you realize this yet, but they are stacked under the dock. That's odd yet. Well, I was about to say my first cast under the dock that I didn't get a bite, but there it is. That means there's a bunch of fish still under here. barely hooked. Ah! Ah! Oh my gosh. Ah, I got so lucky, guys. Literally, it was on the outside of the mouth. I don't think you saw that. But look, the hook is right here, and say this is the fish's mouth. It was like this, right there on the outside of his mouth. And I was reaching my hand, and he jumped, spit the hook out, and it caught me in the hand right there. Whew, but it popped out. It wasn't past the bar. I mean, I thought I was about to have literally a hook in my hand. I was getting ready to get the thumbnail and stuff. That hurt so bad. For sure. And I got under there again. My casting is getting down. I mean, I'm getting on point. And that's really a lot of this fishing, is just making a good cast. Whenever you're fishing under the dock like this, whenever you fish out in the middle, it doesn't really matter too much how you cast. Oh, that might be a mega crappie. Oh my gosh, he's hooked in the side of the mouth. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I can't tell how big this is. Oh my gosh, guys. This is my PB. This is my PB. This is massive. Oh my god. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? That's it. Oh my gosh. Oh, this is like a 3-pound crappie. Oh, you're kidding me. You're kidding me. This is almost as big as one my girlfriend caught. Look at the head. Oh my gosh. I gotta set the tripod up, dude. That's sick. Yes. Yes. I did not think he was this big. You have got to be joking. You won't believe the size of this crappie. I hope camera does it justice. I've kept it alive. That's been about the most stressful part of it all. God, I wish I had a scale. Oh my gosh. Look at that crappie. He's skinny though. Like, he's super skinny. I don't know what it is about these huge ones, but oh my gosh. I gotta get a good thumbnail. I'm freaking out still, guys. I don't know how to get the best picture. Okay, I know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a measurement compared to my rod. He literally, this little line, he goes to it. He goes to that line. He's pretty much exactly that. I'll have the length of it, but I've got to get the release. That is sick. I hope those pictures turn out good. Go back, big girl. You are a beast. Yes. That is humongous, guys. You might have heard me say something about my girlfriend about a month ago, roughly a month ago. Me and her were fishing, and I've never seen a crappie close to that big. I was just catching them like the ones I've been catching earlier today. We had caught like 10 fish, and then out of nowhere, she caught this fish right here. Guys, that crappie that my girlfriend caught was probably slightly bigger than that, but those two are humongous. Those are giant crappie. I don't care where you're from, where you fish at, those things are huge. But guys, PB crappie and the biggest bass of the year, my PB, both in one day. That's insane. At first, I was doubting. I didn't think it was gonna be a good day. But then, we found them. I've got one right now. This lure, guys, the tactics that I've shown you today, you need to try them. This is how you can catch some crappie. Oh, there's another pretty big one. God. Not near as good as the last one, but I mean, this puts it in perspective. This is an average crappie. I'm long arming because I was long arming the big one just a little bit. Now look at the giant one. That shows you how much bigger that giant one was, because that crappie, that was 11 inches. That was a good crappie. I'll have to get the measurement on the big one whenever I get home, but I mean, that was probably like a 15-inch crappie. That's incredible. I'm gonna have to start bringing my scale, guys, because there's bigger crappie than that in here, because the one my girlfriend caught was slightly bigger than that. I know there's some big ones. If that thing was fat, that legitimately could have been 3 pounds. The head on him was massive. That's how I knew it was so big. That one and my girlfriend's PB, the heads were just like you never see anything like it. It looks like a big bass. What a day, guys. Just like that. This one's gotta be tiny. He feels super small. That might be a bass. I think it's a crappie. Golly. Golly. This fish splashing like crazy. Whoop. Not that bad, probably. All the same size. They're all cookie cutter. Like same size. Except for that one big one. He was so much bigger. That shows you how huge he was. I mean, that thing had to be ancient for a crappie to get that big. Okay guys, well it's actually been 2 days since I went fishing. I just forgot to film an outro, so I gotta make this really quick because the video is already super long. So basically, right here is the mark that crappie came up to. He was this long, guys. I got a tape measure right here, and I already measured it, and it's pretty insane. But over this way. Guys, this is absolutely crazy. You see that number right there, 16, and then 17 is right there on it, and there's proof. It's right up there, the mark. It might have even been a little bit over 17. A 17-inch crappie, guys, that is humongous. If you don't believe how big a 17-inch crappie is, or if you don't really know, I'm gonna put up a picture from Google right here. According to Google, a 17-inch crappie weighs 3 pounds 4 ounces. So if that's the case, my crappie PB is over 3 pounds. Unfortunately, he was kind of skinny, so I don't think he's over 3 pounds, but still, high twos, that is an insanely amazing crappie. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna wrap up the video right there. Hopefully you learned how to catch some crappie for yourself, and hopefully you enjoyed watching me catch all these fish. So anyways, guys, thank you for sticking with the video. I'll see you next week. Bye.